Good morning. So I ended up taking a lot longer than I expected to take in town. I had a ton of footage to get through, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got through it all. Did everything I needed to do, all my Patreon stuff, journal, editing. It's all good. So I also ordered a cart for this next stretch. I'll be picking that up tomorrow, most likely. I don't think I'll make it there today to the post office in Loma. I'm gonna need that cart to haul water and extra food through the desert because there's like no towns, or there's towns, but they're very few and far between. The snow is hitting out everywhere, everywhere in high elevation, like Lake Tahoe, which is where I'm supposed to be headed. I heard they got like 3 feet of snow. Really hoping to make it to the post office tomorrow. And in order to do that, I may have to stick to the roads, but I'm pretty tempted to take the trail up here soon because the Colorado National Monument looks amazing. At least I think that's it from afar. I'm really anxious about getting my package. It's very important. That cart, very important. I'm a little paranoid about making sure it gets picked up, but anyway, I don't really want to add on that much time to my journey because normally I wouldn't care and I would do it anyway because it's the ADT, but now that it's so late in the season, I'm gonna have to deviate from the ADT and take my own route to the Pacific Coast. But that's really what it's been all about to me this whole time, is hiking from coast to coast. Not necessarily through hiking the ADT, because I mean I knew in the desert I would have to get off of the ADT anyway because it's pretty much an impossible water situation there. But now I'm actually going to end up finishing off of the ADT, and I'll tell you later where I'm going to finish, but I'll give you a little hint. It's where this picture was taken. It's getting a little late. The sun has set behind the mountains, and I'm gonna need to find a place to camp soon. It's probably gonna be a stealth camp tonight. All right, so I think I found my spot. I'm just gonna camp right here. I am on the other side of the railroad. The road's over there, so I hopped over the railroad, found a little spot over here. Way more secluded than anything I would find over there, that's for sure. The ground is a little muddy, it's a little soft, not great. Definitely wouldn't want to be here if there was any chance of it raining, but it's looking good for that. But yeah, I'm gonna set up, have something to eat, and that's pretty much it. I feel great being out here, by the way. I'm glad I had a nice long break. I actually feel quite refreshed. I didn't think I would, because I had such a hard time sleeping while I was there. But I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this next stretch. I'm ready to finish the hike. I'm ready to finish the hike. Super excited about it. Oh, all right. I'll tell you tomorrow the plan for the route. It's exciting. I'm excited about it. I'm not in any way bummed out that I'm not going to finish on the ADT. I'm still going to finish, but it's going to be my route. That's how I had to do it on the PCT. That's how I'm gonna have to do it this time too. But I'm happy about it. It's exciting. I'm gonna see some cool stuff that I wouldn't see on the ADT. And yeah. Anyway, that's about it for tonight. Good night. Good morning. All right. I'm headed to the post office now in Loma to pick up my cart. Marvin the Mars Rover, because Utah looks like Mars on Google Earth, and I'm gonna need that thing to get me through it. A little nervous about it. I have no idea what could go wrong other than, you know, an obvious flat tire or something like that. All right, here it is, huge package. I hope I can get it together without needing extra tools, but we'll see. let me introduce you to the newest addition to the journey, Marvin, the Mars Rover. That's right, folks. Got plenty of storage in here for several gallons of water, and there's several pouches back here. I can store whatever. I actually have camera batteries charging in here. And then it's got this little rear compartment, which I have my trekking poles and extra boots. I was gonna send them home here at the post office, but I figured if I have an extra compartment, why not? This thing has 100-pound weight capacity as well. A lot of the other ones were like 50 pounds, 60 pounds. So this is a good one. Cheaper than some of those other ones too. It was only 160, I think. Some of them were like, well, 250 or well over that. So, and it's named Alan, which is my brother's name. So it's good luck. But anyway, I'm gonna head over to the gas station, fill up on water. I'm actually gonna, hopefully they have gallons of water. I'm gonna fill this thing up and head on my way. And I should be getting to Utah today, unless this thing really slows me down. No clue. But yeah, it should be today. If not today, definitely tomorrow morning. So I'm pumped. I'm excited about this. No more trekking poles. They're stored right now. But I mean, I'll need them once I ditch the cart. But anyway, I've been talking about my route, right? So I am gonna have to change the route. I'm not gonna cross the Sierras when it's, you know, winter. They already have 3 feet of snow in Tahoe. So anyway, I'm still hiking from coast to coast. Hello, that's why I'm here. So I'm gonna be ending on the Backbone Trail. If you haven't heard of that, that is Los Angeles' one and only through hike. It's 60 something miles through the Santa Monica Mountains, ending at the beach, the Pacific Ocean. So I'm pumped about it. That's my stomping grounds down there in LA. I know the area, and the weather is going to be much more tolerable down there. So not that it never rains or anything. It does rain sometimes in the winter, in fall in LA, but I'm not going to have to deal with feet of snow. And like, it's also not just about having to snowshoe in the snow. In the Sierras, you can get dumped on with 6 feet of snow, 10 feet of snow, which means I would be buried alive if I'm in my tent. So it's not the kind of situation you want to get yourself into. So anyway, I'm pumped about it. I'm excited about the route. I'm going to be going south through Utah and then cutting over west towards St. George. And then from there, I'm going to be heading to Vegas. So random. I did not expect to go to Vegas on this trip. And then over to LA. So that's the route, and I'm pumped for it. Unless something changes, but right now that's the plan. All right. So far, so good on this thing. I've only gone like 100 feet, but it is heavy to push, but it's not that hard. So that's good. No trekking poles. I mean, yeah, I'm not used to that. It's kind of weird, but you know, I'll get used to it.
So I just kept coming up with plan strategies, seeing how I was doing. So she went back to Alaska. I went through this crazy experience being homeless. I got signed. I called her one day from a payphone. I was like, Mom, you're not going to believe it.
Sun just went below the hill. So I am going to need to find a spot to camp soon. Shouldn't be a problem because all of that, not this, because that's fenced, but all of this is BLM land. Public land, open to camping. There's a lot of it out here. I'm going to head into this area with my cart. It looks pretty cart friendly, and just head, you know, 100 or so feet off the road and set up for the night. I was worried that it would be really difficult to find a spot, like with my cart, but it's so cart friendly so far, so it's good news. All right, let's go off-road. Going off-road, oh yeah. Cool. Seems to handle not too bad. It's open to hikers, horses, bikes. Oh, it's getting muddy now. I got to back out. Dang it. I'll wheelbarrow it for a second. All right, this should do just fine. I'm gonna set up right over here. I'll leave my cart here. Actually, no, I'll wheel it over, but yeah, so I'm gonna set up here, get some good sleep in, hopefully, and in the morning, I'm going to waltz right into Utah, because I'm only 2 miles away, so. Oh yeah, another state down, almost. All right, good night. All right, packing up. I'm in mid pack up. I didn't use my rain fly last night because there was 0 chance of rain. And ended up being true, no rain. But it was rather cold without the rain fly. It definitely keeps me a considerable amount warmer. I would say at least 5 to 10 degrees maybe. Because it was only 35, but it felt like in the 20s. At least compared to what I'm used to feeling. Because when it's in the 20s, it's probably 35 in my tent. If it's like in, you know, mid to high 20s maybe. Anyway, I'm about to get going. All right, getting back onto the road. This mud should hopefully wear off. My tires, all 3 are covered, caked in mud. Anyway, 2 miles to Utah. Woo! Goodbye. Gotta love downhill. All right, I am in Utah. Yep, I am on the Utah side of the line. Whew. All right. Utah, baby. Utah, Colorado. Wow. Colorado was a beast. Kicked my butt in every possible way. It was awesome though. All right. Whew. Time to tackle another state. Here we go. Look at this view. It is unbelievable. So I got a little issue here. So I've been on the ADT alternate for the past today, yesterday, and half the day before. Ever since I think the town of Fruta, right before Loma, which was, I picked up the cart in Loma. Anyway, this is the path. Do you see where I'm getting at here? This is like soft mud. Oh man, my feet are gonna sink down in there too, down at the bottom. It's very, I mean, my wheels are gonna sink, but it looks a little better ahead. Hopefully this is the worst of it. I doubt it. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to be on here, but wow. Okay, this is the Cocopeli Trail, by the way. I thought I was going to be able to avoid going on the Cocopeli Trail with a cart, but no dice. So anyway, I'm going to have to put on my trail boots because otherwise my feet will get soaked. All right, wish me luck, I guess. Actually, trying to decide the best way to approach this. I'm gonna have to pull it on that side for sure, but I'm not sure I want to pull it now. It's kind of pushing me. All right. Like this, or like this. They're like this. I don't want to overthink it. All right. Got one more little hump to do. Go back. Need a little momentum, I think. Yep. Definitely feels like 70, 80 pounds of water and electronics. And 20 ounces of M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms. Whew. All right. It's about to get dark, and well, it's getting dark now, but the sun has set, and this has been a little bit of a doozy, this whole off-road section, but it's all right. I'll get through it. It's faster than snowshoeing, so that's a plus. So yeah, I'm gonna pop this thing up here, and right where that little bush is, I'm gonna camp right next to that. Anyway, it's beautiful out here, right? Beautiful desert. Unbelievable. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna set up. It's about to get cold. I need to eat and settle in for the night. Good night. I was checking the map and I thought I had like 10 more miles of this super off-roading with the cart. But I looked at the map and it looks like it's only like 4 miles until there's supposedly a road that this connects with. So I don't know if that'll be an actual road or a dirt road or a gravel road, but I'm really hoping it's paved since I have this bad boy. So far it's holding up good. I'm gonna check the tire pressures, make sure everything's good to go, and wheel my wagon on down the trail. All right, back to it. Heading back to the trail for another, what I believe is 4.3 miles of off-roading with the Mars Rover. Right here it's smooth enough where I don't have to have it tilted back on its 2 wheels. Definitely won't last long, but that's all right. By the way, this thing is, I mean, so far it's handling rather well off-road. There's really decent ground clearance. I haven't bottomed out at all, even while it's tilted back. And the width of the wheels is really helpful to straddle a lot of puddles and stuff like that, and little ruts. Look how red this rock is. It's so cool. All right, about to spin this thing around and drag it uphill. Just a little hill, not too bad, but still. I stopped for the rock and lost momentum. What is that sound? My flag? That's my flag. All right, so the sound was my flag, but what happened was it went through the bottom and was scraping against the ground. So I kind of seated it back in its pocket, but I guess there's a hole in it, so I may have to ditch the flag altogether. I like it because when I'm on the road, I can just leave this on the shoulder of the road while I step off for safety. And while this is on the shoulder of the road, it's nice to have an extra measure of visibility. So, man, it's tough pushing this thing uphill with one hand and a camera in the other hand. So I got to the road. It's not as good as I thought, but it's not as bad as I thought either. Pretty wide, you know, well-maintained road. Better than this like off-road trail. So I feel optimistic. Looks like I have about 7.4 miles of this. This is the official ADT, by the way. It's primary and only ADT route for this area. If there was an alternate, I would be on it because I have this cart, but there is none. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. It's hard, but it's something new and it's fun. It's easy to zone out in like, where am I going to have the wheels? It's just like, you know, it's not boring at all. Sometimes just walking can be a little boring. So it's nice to switch it up a little for now. Not that I'm not excited to get rid of this ASAP, but it's going to be a little while, and it feels great to know that I have it, and so far it's holding up good. It's nice to know that I have a bunch of water, because it looks like I'm probably not going to reach the town. Yeah, I'm not going to reach Cisco before they close today. The general store closes today, so it's good to know I have plenty of water. I don't have to worry about anything, because there's been zero water other than some mud puddles. Woo! Got a runaway wagon. All right, I made it to the pavement. I made it to the road. This is exciting. About to change my shoes and just leisurely push this thing along. Should feel extremely easy compared to this entire day and the end of yesterday. All right, it's getting late and I'm about to exit the public land area, so I'm gonna find a place to camp somewhere over here as soon as I find a good spot. All right, I think I found a good campsite. Got some beautiful flowers over here. The road is over there, but not a big deal. It's public land anyway. But yeah, check this out. Pretty awesome, right? I'll set up somewhere in here where it's nice and dry. The grassy areas are a little damp, but loving this spot. Loving Utah. Honestly, it's freaking amazing. Good morning. So I've been going for like 10-15 minutes so far, and I just reached the road that will lead me into Cisco. The ADT wants me to go this way and then get on back onto an off-road section, which is the Cocopelli Trail. There's a little Cocopelli sign right there. But I'm not doing any more off-roading. There's a truck coming, so I'm gonna get out of the way. Anyway, no more off-roading for me. Looks like I can take this road into Cisco and then take the 128 down into Moab, or at least close to it. And that's supposed to be a really beautiful road going through a canyon. Anyway, that's the road that's the way I'm taking, because it's too risky. I need this thing to get me all the way through the desert. Can't be taking crazy chances like going off-roading with it. But so far it's holding up, so I know if I'm forced into it again, I should be pretty good, as long as it's not like a crazy long stretch. All right, I'm almost to the general store, and this is the little tiny town of Cisco. Got a new Airbnb coming right there. Honestly, that seems pretty cool. I wouldn't mind staying there, but I believe the general store is over there. This is where I'm going. Buzzard's Belly General Store. You never know what you're gonna find. I really don't. I have no clue, but it looks like it's over here. Hi there. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Let's see. Hey! You have any fingernail clippers? And it is a problem with my car. All right, I am leaving Buzzard's Belly General Store, and it was a cool little spot. The lady in there was really nice. She gave me a free muffin with all the other stuff that I got. I was gonna say it's a little overpriced for the food, but considering it's in the middle of nowhere, I think it's priced pretty appropriately. Just a little higher than what you would pay in town. Anyway, they don't have running water in this town to fill my jugs, so I had to buy some gallons, but at least I have water. Check that out. Got a little outhouse right here for the post office, I guess. Pretty cool. All right, the sun just went down, and these Utah sunset skies are just ridiculous. So pretty. Anyway, so I was walking along the road, the 128, and tomorrow I'll be heading into this canyon here, which looks awesome. But I just hopped up here on the Cocopeli Trail. I just saw it last minute, and I was like, I can get off the road a little bit and you know, find a spot. So because if I keep going, there's no more public land for like 2 miles. So good morning. I am headed down back to the road and down into the canyon, and my GoPro batteries are charging, so it may be a few minutes till I record again. All right, so the road kind of sucks here. It follows along this canyon down there, and there's like nowhere for me to escape on the left side if a car comes. So I think I'm gonna go on the right side, and I'm just gonna be really attentive to what's around me. I'm not gonna listen to any music or podcasts or anything. I'm just gonna be very attentive to what's behind me, because at least to the right I can escape if I need to, but But yeah, it's a little risky, that's for sure. Anyway, it's amazingly beautiful though. Dangerous, but amazingly gorgeous. So excited to be here. I'm getting like really overwhelmed in a good way by this incredible area. It's so unbelievably beautiful. Oh man. Look at this unbelievable scenery. Oh my god. I feel like the double rainbow guy, but I can't help it. It's so freaking magical. I love that one tree that's there changing colors. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. My mind is blown. Seriously, it's so unbelievably beautiful. I really think this is my favorite scenery so far, even more than the Rockies. All right, bad news is I have a leak in this tire. It was totally flat a second ago, but you can probably hear it. There's a slow leak. Actually, it's not that slow, I don't think. So, it sucks. All right, so I'm gonna go to this campground over here and change the tire. At least try to figure that out anyway. So the new tire is installed, but seems a little off to me. The tube looked way too big for the tire, so I don't know. I hope it holds up. Not sure what to do if it doesn't. The gnats are out in a frenzy. It's pretty annoying, but this thing helps a lot, even though it looks dumb. Anyway, someone stopped a few minutes ago, gave me this huge sandwich, that big giant 3 pieces of sandwich, and Reese's, and he was a nice guy. His name was Joe, and thank you, Joe. You are awesome. So anyway, thanks, Joe. This makes my night. I have a real meal for our dinner. So excited. And dessert. All right, I gotta keep on keeping on. So I think I found an area where I'm going to camp. The two campgrounds I could go to, one's way down there, one's way over here. It's like, I'm not going to hike an extra mile and then a mile back, so, or however far it is. But anyway, so happy to be here. Absolutely gorgeous. So breathtaking. Blows my mind. So, alright, I need to figure out what I'm going to do and eat this delicious sandwich that Joe gave me and go to bed. Start over tomorrow. Okay. Wow. If you're interested in donating to my fundraiser to support veteran suicide prevention, click the link in the description. 80% of all donations go to Warrior Expeditions, a nonprofit that introduces veterans to the world of long-distance adventuring. And 20% goes to Mission 22, a nonprofit that helps veterans in many different ways. And if you want to help support my hike across America, consider signing up for my Patreon. In return, you'll receive rewards such as early access to videos, access to my adventure journal, photo prints, and more. Thanks for watching. Take care.